I had got out and end up getting this club. It was like in Fairfield. The lady already had the liquor license. So when I get up there, I'm like, end up being our business partner. So I'm like, I just got to bring acts. So my first act was bring Mac Dre and Lil Bruce. Because when I left, we used to be tripping with them. You know what I'm saying? Lil Bruce was like one of the main nemesis of us.
Right.
He was like one of the main niggas riding for them.
What's up, Stretch?
Oh, okay, yeah. So like he was one of our main nemesis.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the Sig Tapes between the different neighborhoods.
Yeah, because we should get Lil Bruce. Like that came about like we in our neighborhood. The nigga 40 pull up. He said, "Man, I ain't in it, but my little cousin boy, I'm gonna let y'all hear it. Man, this motherfucker start taking off on Dre, the Mac, and PSD. And Stevie, the other Steve. So it's 4 niggas he take off in our neighborhood. We like, boy, who is this? We listening? So we like, all right. So we go to the studio and make a super Sig tape. We start talking about, how I told you how the Crestside. We talk about mamas, great, dead people. So that's the kind of tape we make. That instantly sparked it. But Lil Bruce kept coming back and forth. I'm talking to Mac. Everybody went at Lil Bruce, you know what I'm saying? So me and Lil Bruce, this is how we meet. We at school. We at Hogan. It's like I told you, I went to Hogan. They'd come get the bus to come get us and take us to Hogan, which is across town. And I get there, Lil Bruce there. This nigga got a perm, fly-ass nigga. I'm like, oh, this nigga, it's a fly nigga right here. I mean, it instantly became hella cool. You know what I'm saying? He was already, lived in the Crest anyway. So he already had that kind of mentality. So we was fucking with each other then till we start funking, till I'm seeing a nigga shoot at me, to the nigga writing on my car. I'm like, boy, this nigga, I'm gonna get this nigga when I get this.
Lil Bruce wrote on your car?
Listen, I got candy paint, nigga. Listen, I got candy paint. I'm pull up. I just got my beat done, everything. I pull up to the motherfucking, thing it was convenience. All the liquor store, all the cutties go. My cutty look, he said, man, this nigga wrote in your car? I said, who? Man, I looked, man, this motherfucker done wrote Little Bruce in my candy paint. I said, oh, I'm gonna get this nigga. I'm tired, nigga, where he had to have a motherfucking blade. Not no razor gonna do this shit. And he wrote in my top. I had a found top. Oh, I'm getting this.
That's disrespectful right there.
This nigga was I'm telling you. The cold thing, the only time we saw him was when we was going to Fresno.
On the way to Fresno, you saw Lil Bruce?
Saw him and he was in the car, like kneeled it down with a girl that Dre used to fuck with. So he was like, look at Lil Bruce. But we was already on some bank.
My God.
We was bank robber then.
Yeah.
So I don't know if our attitudes was different.
Yeah, something else. You was on something else at that point.
Yeah. But when I came home, so I'm like, Lil
Wait,
Bruce.
just one question. You said 40 pulled up to the Crest to play the shit for you?
I ain't in it, man. All that shit he be doing, that 40 shit. Like weepoos and whatever the fuck he didn't take no credit. But this motherfucker took off.
But there's some tapes that the Click was making?
They didn't get into that shit. I don't think, when I told you when we went in there, we started talking about they crippled grannies and pissing on their mama's grave, and they didn't want to go that far. They like, man, we ain't let the world hear this type of, y'all tripping.
And was Sally Self made some tapes?
I don't know. We was in, like I say, the only time I ever heard 40 get at us is when we was in jail. And that nigga said something about
wouldn't rob a bank for publicity.
Yeah, like, that's some hot shit to us. Cause we like, nigga, you saying Dre? I ain't Andre. You saying Dre robbing banks, nigga.
Dre had a line that said, what did he say? He said, I'm down with the sick shit, I'm not with the click shit.
We funking.
Yeah.
We standing there like funk.
Yeah.
Sick with it. Sick with it. We was on that. That's our word. But we ain't tripping.
Okay.
I don't go that far, but yeah.
Yeah.
We said it first.
Okay.
If you go back to history, since you in the history of the Bay.
For sure. Yeah, that's why you here. That's why you here. So, okay. So 10 years or so passes, and then all that shit kind of goes water under the bridge. And
Man, I'll tell you, when I come home, this nigga Lil Bruce a pimp.
Yeah.
So Dre already wanted to be a pimp. When we was in the pen, this nigga Dre ended up getting his perm. Shit didn't get real. It wasn't long on the shoulder, but it was like he wearing rollers every day.
Yeah.
We like, man, Cuddy, man, that shit. Because the rollers in the pen, they don't give you.
I think I've seen pictures of him in the pen with rollers in his hair. Yeah.
Motherfucker blue and pink.
Right.
So we like, Cuddy, man. He like, I'm setting my hair. This nigga used to be fucking with this nigga named Chuck from Fillmore. Nigga named The Beast. Nigga Chucky Barnes. So that was a silly. So he had Dre on some educated Mac pimp, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you ever heard like Mac Minister.
Yeah, sure.
How they talk.
Yeah.
This nigga named Chucky, they poets with the
he's just spilling that shit.
So this nigga, that's what Dre used to be in the cell. He got this one of his albums is called Heart of a Gangster, Tongue of a Pimp, and what is it? Yeah. So him and Chuck, so we telling Cuddy, man, like, you can't keep wearing rollers every day, nigga. Fuck, he's like, I'm setting my hair. So we used to be like, he owned that shit hella tough. So we like, man, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? So y'all niggas ain't growing. So he was on some pimp, Silky Slim. They start calling him that in the pen and all the shit. So we was like, all right.
So that's how him and Lil Bruce kind of clicked.
Man, when I came home, he said, Cuddy, I know you gonna think this shit crazy. Me and my Lil Bruce, my pimp partner. I said, what you mean? He said, man, we ain't on that funk shit, man. You can't get out. He started preaching to me like, I didn't even say I was on no funk shit, but he telling me that, the music and, because Lil Bruce was the nigga when he came home. This nigga had I'm telling you, this nigga used to wear suits on stage, 3-piece suits and gaiters, and they was doing their shit. So that's kind of like, I was just getting out to it. Dre he didn't even get into the Thizz Washington stage yet. He's still trying to really find what he gonna do.
Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay. Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay.